All right, I saw something online and I've got to deal with it in today's walk and talk. It said something to the effect of some of you are giving more weight to your bylaws than to your Bible, something to that effect. And number one, that amazes me that somehow we have to put bylaws in conflicts with the Bible, because they should not be. I've seen far more destruction happen to churches when their bylaws are not in order, frankly, than when their theology is not in order. That happens, but what I see on a regular basis is churches that go through conflict because their bylaws are unclear on how to make decisions. Churches that go through conflict because their bylaws make it unclear about who is a member and who has a right to vote, and all those other kinds of things that bylaws are meant to address, because the church on earth is temporal and needs to properly address temporal things. Number two, related to number one, is that it is proper to have order. Why would we create a juxtaposition between the Bible that gives us order and temporal things that are meant to bring about order? We shouldn't set that up. We don't have to set up these conflicts that don't really exist, because the world is complicated enough. Let's not create complication and disorder where it need not exist. Your bylaws are a critical governing component of your church. And when I tell you, churches reach out to me regularly around addressing their bylaws, and I love that, because they know they exist in a legal ecosystem where your bylaws need to be in order, because when they're not, that's what creates conflict. But your bylaws absolutely should speak to your faith, because it is where you really create the line in the sand about who you are as an organization, whether you're a denomination or an individual church. And it's one of those areas that really where the most trouble can come about when it's not in order. So we don't have to choose bylaws or the Bible. Really, it's because you love Jesus, because you know your word, because you want to have longevity in the ministry and serve people, you make a point to have your, I call it back office affairs, right? Your articles of incorporation, your bylaws, proper policies. These are just things that we do because we love God, we want to serve his people, and we want to do things that don't create problems where they need not be problems, because problems are expensive. So let's do things right and be righteous. Both are possible and both are desirable, in fact. All right. Love you. Bye.